Hey everyone, I'm Gotham Chopra, and this is Holy Facts, the show where we take you on a tour of the weirder side of religion and spirituality, from miracle pets to doomsday prophecies. On this episode, we're taking a closer look at the guy up in the sky, you know, the one who answers your prayers when you're stuck in a jam, who's able to bend the laws of nature to perform miraculous feats. No, not Jesus, Superman. Throughout recorded history, storytellers have told tales of heroic deeds and superhuman abilities. The Roman god Hercules was renowned for his strength, speed, and smarts, and his exploits were told and retold in text and through art. Jesus Christ was able to walk on water and heal the sick. Humans have always loved a good tale, complete with origin story and pictures if possible, so it's no surprise that the 20th century great improvement on the genre came in the form of comic book superheroes. But our modern heroes are closely linked to those who came before. Superman and Hercules, for example, have more in common than just rippling biceps and cool names. Both were raised by mortal earthling families and both took on local menaces. Hercules slayed the Stymphalian birds, the man-eating crop-destroying beasts of Arcadia, while Superman battled with evil super genius Lex Luthor in Metropolis. You'd think Superman could easily take down a guy in a polka dot ascot, but Lex is smarter than he looks, and seems to have an endless supply of kryptonite and ascots. Speaking of dandy gentlemen, both Superman and Hercules were fashion-forward. The Man of Steel wore a cape and tights, while Hercules rocked a lion skin, complete with head still attached. Although Superman was already the comic book version of Hercules, that didn't stop Stan Lee and Jack Kirby from making Hercules himself into a Marvel comic book character. Marvel also comified Thor, the Norse god of thunder, and Ares, the Greek god of war. When ancient religions have already done the legwork of crafting perfect superheroes, why not dig them up and send them out on new 20th century adventures? Especially when you can turn those adventures into movies and CGI Thor's hammer flying all over the joint. And elements of Jesus himself can be found in several characters like X-Men Jean Grey, who sacrificed herself for her people during the Phoenix Saga by flying her spaceship into the sun. By all reports, Jesus did not shoot anybody with crazy lasers right before he sacrificed himself, so point for Jean. And Spider-Man, like Christ, was persecuted before he was celebrated. And of course, our old friend Superman is the most Jesus-y thing since, Jesus. Just as Jesus was both 100% divine and 100% human, Superman too embodies duality. To many humans, he is an eternal god, though when he meets another native on his home planet Krypton, they always are amazed at his humanity. Both religion and comic books revere doing good works and self-sacrifice. Superheroes are often fulfilling a divine calling or a destiny, not unlike the prophets or chosen ones in religious tales. And like religious figures, superheroes are often martyrs to the cause, giving up love, security, money, and their health in order to fulfill that destiny and, gently caress their old family photos and hitchhike, which I don't remember from the old Superman comics, but I'm gonna let slide because, well, Christopher Nolan is producing. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a total sucker and believer in this cult of comics and their religiousness. I even wrote a book on it with my dad. Cue the graphic plug. My personal point of view is that contemporary comics and comic heroes are modern mythologies. Stan Lee and Chris Nolan, they are today what Homer was back then. Superheroes like ancient gods aren't just strapping idols meant for worship, they embody qualities within us that mirror our divine aspirations. Power and strength, magic, balance, and more. Whoa. Are comic books your religion? What spiritual lessons have you learned from comic books? Let us know in the comment section below or by uploading a really super video. Thanks.